YouTube, we're back in business, baby. What's up? We have today what is probably going to be our last zombies guide before we jump into the multiplayer Dark Matter Ultra series that will be on my channel. Just wanted to bring you an updated version. Any of the melee weapons, the knife, the wakizashi, the sledgehammer, the machete. Today's video is going to show you how to get those camo challenges done fastest on the new map Firebase Z, which I haven't made yet. So I'll go over all the camo challenges, let you guys know what's the best way to get it, the fastest way to do it, the easiest way to do it. One thing to be noted, bring Ether Shroud. We are going to need some kills while we're in Ring of Fire, Frost Blast, or Ether Shroud. I find that Ether Shroud is just the easiest. The zombies will kind of run away from you and it gives you time to chase them and just get some stabs in. So now two things I want to say as we jump into our game here. Now the knives are secondaries. They max out at weapon level 30. So the last camo challenge we're going to unlock will be at weapon level 30, and then our second to last is going to be at level 20. So if you guys are still leveling up your knife, I would do this in zombies, not multiplayer. Obviously you're going to have an easier time doing that rather than your skill-based matchmaking lobbies. So just kind of making a point here that if your level's not done, start doing this challenge right around level 20, 21, or 22 on the weapon. By the time you complete all the other camo challenges before 30, you'll be level 30 to do that last one right in time with the others. Now on the melee weapons, we only need 750 kills and pack-a-punch kills. So we can do that in one game today if we want, or you can just split that number up in two and do 325 kills in one game and do that twice. Now you guys might find that that's easier because getting the 20 knives without being hit 10 different times can be a little bit difficult the higher rounds you go to. So if you feel like you're struggling with that, just reset those early street kills in the early rounds. Now I picked up a stun off of a zombie just barely because you do need 50 kills while a zombie is disoriented, something to that regard, right? Such as a stun, a decoy, or a monkey. Anytime you guys see equipment that drops from them, make sure you're picking them up, get them into a little pile, bounce it off the ground, and get as many as you can while they're stunned because you're going to need 50 of those. So literally anytime you see those on the ground, make sure you're snagging them. Here we go, found another stun there. So we only have 3 zombies left. We can get more than 3 with 1 stun, so we're gonna finish this round out. Now we're gonna do the exact same thing with our Ether Shroud as well. So the second that we have that, we're gonna be using it because we need 15 kills while that is active. So I'm gonna train up some zombies here, get them close to the ones by the barrier, how to stun them all. Again, just stun as many as you can and just have at them, try and get as much as possible. We picked up 2 more stuns right there. Wow, that is super lucky. We're just going to use it one more time here. We stunned ourselves. Try not to do that. You'll be able to get more kills while you're not stunned. Actually do have one more last one here. Slide into the corner again. Stun. There we go. Awesome, awesome. Again, we have our Ether Shroud ready, so we're going to try and let a couple zombies get close to us here. And then we're going to use our Ether Shroud. All the zombies are going to run away from us, so just try and knife the ones that are on it and then kind of chase them down. Once you kill the 3 that are on the machine, they'll kind of run away from it, and perfect time for it to, you know, run out. Now we only need 15 kills while we're inside Ether Shroud, so it's not going to take a super long time. While you're getting your 750 or 325 kills, you'll be able to easily do it. So don't go out and level up your Ether Shroud to tier 5 just for doing melee weapons. But by any chance, if you didn't know that, it makes it so you can hold 2 charges. So yeah, pretty cool. Make sure you guys are stopping at all the prick machines inside the areas, grabbing your loose change for some extra money. So now I've sat by the portal right until we get our 5,000 points. Now immediately once we do that, we want to go pack a punch straight away. Now I'm at 80 eliminations. The reason I like playing on Firebase Z is because on D Machina, it'll actually take you a little bit longer to get the power on. On Firebase Z, you can get the power on and pack a punch sooner in the game. So you can get it done sooner in this map. Not to mention, with our first mimic spawning in right there, you actually get more elites obviously in this map than you do with the megatons on D Machina. So it's not even worth talking about the elites when you play on this map because you'll easily complete the entire challenge in just one game of playing. Now there's a couple different ways you guys can go about doing your melee weapons. You are going to need some rapid kills, so obviously, you know, training is a good resort. I'll show you guys a couple different options, but just want to show you, you can train, you know, near the helipad very easily. You won't have any problems out here. You could do this until around 100. So again, the reason I like taking cryo free so much is for when you get the elites on this map, if you knife it, 9 out of 10 times it's going to slow down that elite, so you can kind of just knife it over and over and over. Also, a cool thing about the perk is if you level it up to tier 5, once a slowed zombie dies, it kind of explodes, giving that damage to more zombies around you. So again, give you more time just to get knives off. It essentially is like dropping a stun on top of the zombies over and over and over. Speaking of stun, we're gonna pick this one up because again, remember we need those 50 kills while they're disoriented. And we also have our ether shroud back up, so we can try and do both of those at the same time. Something that should be noted if you guys choose to train the zombies, obviously, you know, when you get them in a big pile, it can be a little bit harder. It's not like you have a gun. So kind of play whack-a-mole a little bit. Just run straight at the ones that are in front of you and try and knife them. Always just keep that herd a little bit trimmed. So again, if you see zombies spawning in front of you like this one, bop that guy, poop this guy, this one, hit that guy, hit this guy. Naturally, zombies are going to pile up behind you, but I'll show you guys how to take care of that in a second. Now, something that's pretty cool, again, if you guys didn't know, it doesn't need to be tier 5. Stamina up if you use your Ethereum crystals on it. At a certain level, it'll give you backpedal speed, which is like exactly what we want when we're using our snipers or our melee weapons. The hardest part is going into high rounds when the zombies end up in a pile like this. So if we can backpedal faster than the zombies can run, you know, we're at a clear advantage. And you guys will kind of learn the distance you have to be. Just practice it a little bit. You'll avoid that lunge animation and just kind of swipe at the zombies in front of you. This is also how you guys can complete that kill zombies 20 times without being hit. Just keep a good distance and slowly back up from them to where you're just slicing, you're not doing the lunge animation. Huge wave here, so we're gonna get them all gathered up. We have our stun ready. So we're gonna use our stun, ether shroud into all the zombies, and then just swing baby, swing. Don't stop swinging. Again, your ether shroud will outlast the stun. Just make sure you're kind of not inside the pile once they come back to life right there, or else you could get stuck and go down in like 2 seconds. If you're deciding to do the train, just keep a good distance, slowly backpedal. You guys won't have any problem getting through the big waves, especially if you're just playing to that 325 kills, which again, I suggest that's going to be done in one game, but getting those 20 kills without being hit, don't tilt yourself. If you start to get whacked a bunch, just restart your game. So something very important, every time you guys can, you should be leveling up the damage tiers. Same with Pack-a-Punch, just keep an eye on your scrap as well as your points. You want to be outputting the most damage as possible all the time. Now you guys will have to play through your first assault wave, but you won't have to play through order or anything like that. Something I would suggest doing is I like to wait till I get my first assault wave, and then as the timer's counting down, you can run back to the village when there's like 50 seconds left, pack a punch, get any extra perks you might want. Now again, I mean, I went to the village with like 10 seconds left. It's barely taking any damage, so we'll get there at a good time. Don't really worry about that. Again, you're using a melee weapon, so you gotta wait for all the zombies to run up to you anyway. And pull all these guys over here. Just a quick reminder, pick up your stuns and stuff they drop, use your ether shroud, flash them at the same time, and spend that time wisely getting as many kills as you can. Now, I just grabbed Napalm Burst just to show you guys it works with another ammo mod, as long as it says zombie melee kill, right? So again, we want the kill coming from the weapon. So when I knife him or another zombie, see our Napalm Burst just went off, but it did say zombie melee kill. There it is again. Right now, just to show you guys the difference, I'm gonna buy dead wire here, knife them, and if you guys watch, all that says is zombie eliminations, right? That pretty much just killed the entire wave, but none of it said zombie melee kill. So if I were a betting man, I can't get a melee kill out of these two electric zombies, right? They're just dying to the electricity. So any of the ammo mods that you guys can grab, just make sure after you grab them, it still says zombie melee kill after, right? Like if we grab brain rot, it's not going to give us a zombie melee kill because that zombie we can't kill. But as we go into round 16, we just finished round 15. I've completed half of the total amount of kills that I need to complete my melee weapon in full. So if you guys would like to keep going, if you can, all you need to get up to is that 750. Now remember, we started our game at 80 kills without being pack-a-punch, so we just need 750 on top of that 80, which would be 830 total kills to be done. And I mean, I have 2 mimics here right now. Again, we only need 10 elite kills in order to finish the melee weapon, so if you guys are able to, you can finish up the entire game in just the one go. Again, there is quite a bit of zombies already, so if you feel like you're struggling too much, don't be afraid to reset the game. 2 round 15 games, you can finish your knife easy. Plus, like I said before, if you need to get those 20 kills without being hit, you're better off just restarting your game anyway to an easier round because trying to get your 20 kills like this over and over, you're naturally just going to get hit, which kind of sucks. And the melee weapons don't really take too much. They're one of the easier weapon classes right there. You only need to do one of them if you want your gold camo and to get Plague Diamond on the grenade launcher. I do just want to mention and how important it is that you know this about the machete and sledgehammer. If you're doing those two weapons, they're very slow. Their range is really high, but they're not as fast as the combat knife or the wakizashi. So playing into higher rounds with those slow ones might be a little hard, especially when you're going for the get 20 eliminations without being hit 10 different times. When I was doing the machete, it's so irritating. The thing is so slow. Its range is awesome and it's super fun in multiplayer, but in zombies it's terrible because of how slow it is. So just restart your game if you need to, just play it around 15 again and you'll have a much easier time and you will de-tilt yourself trying to play it all in one game. There we go, we just got our first mangler of the game. So I'll show you guys the damage buff that we're gonna get on him, right? He's just a one tap because of the napalm burst. So also, one more reminder, we have stuns and ether shrouds, so don't forget those. I do just want to mention as well with the mimics again, if you guys haven't leveled up your brain rot to tier 5 or to tier 4 to where you can change the special zombies with your brain rot, you can still bring brain rot into this map as long as it's just tier 3, because at tier 3 all it's going to do is extra damage to the mimics, which you will see far more of in your earlier rounds than the manglers. If your brain rot is still no more than tier 3, bring that in. If you feel like you're struggling with killing the mimics, that will do extra damage to that specific elite zombie. Another great reason to use ether shroud right there. We also have another stun. Grab some of these guys. We have another assault wave at round 20 right here, but we don't have Orda to deal with, so it doesn't matter. We can still use a melee weapon. On the assault waves themselves, you guys can also kind of just wait till the turrets start shooting at a pit. It's going to be this one first. You can kind of run over here, just get rid of them super fast. Just going to let mine explode too, just to show you guys that you can let all the zombies kind of come back here. It's really not that big of a deal. Again, it doesn't even matter if this power goes off. We just want to try and save the reactor from being blown up. That first one can kind of get destroyed. So you guys can even fall back to this one if you need to. As long as the reactor itself doesn't get blown up, then you still keep power, you're sitting pretty. So just to mention, you guys do, when you hit your milestones around 15, 20, and 25, things like that, you'll get extra scraps. So I'm going to come in here and hit that to level purple. Again, just so my knife continues to do a one hit versus the zombies as well as any of the mimics and stuff like that, like you guys can see right there. Another perk I really would suggest while you guys are doing this, if you feel like you're getting hit a lot, is the quick revive perk. The health regeneration that you guys will get is very nice, especially when you're always up front and close to the zombies. So if you feel like you're always really low on HP, look, and you're just getting hit like this, your HP is going to go up faster and sooner when you have quick revive. So we're still just one-shotting manglers, which is hilarious. Use another stun here, and then Aether Shroud into the pack. Just like that. Oh, they're running from us. Easy. If you feel like you're not picking enough equipment up, you can also just come to the thing, you know, buy a stun. It's the cheapest. You can buy as many as you need. Once you get your first 2 levels of armor and your first green and blue tier of your weapon, all your scrap can pretty much be dedicated to that equipment to go towards getting those 50 kills that you need while they're disoriented. That is our 800th elimination right there. So like I said, I had 80 kills before I pack-a-punched. So if we take the 750 total pack-a-punch and kills that we need with the knife and add it to that 80, it's going to play a little bit into the beginning of round 23 until we can get to that 830 eliminations, and then you guys are able to back out. You're done. Your melee will be finished in one game. Again, play whack-a-mole, chase the ones in front of you. Don't let the wave get too big. It really is not too hard. You can train anywhere on this map. A bunch of spots are great. Training in the helipad has always been like really good. Of course, it's going to be awesome. It's the biggest part of the map, but I really like this area too. If you guys played any Black Ops 1, the size of this little pad right here kind of feels like Black Ops 1 Kino. It's like almost the exact same size as this stage. I like just running little figure eights right here. It's one of my favorite spots. Plus the zombie spawns aren't necessarily as crazy as on the helipad. On the helipad, they kind of spawn all over the place. The window, the ground, the wall, you know, they're kind of all over the place. But in this area specifically, it's very easy compared to there. We're gonna hit him with one more stun and then Aether Shroud into the group. And you should put us right at our 830 that we need. And then we can just let the zombies kill us and we're good to go. Your knife will be gold in just one game. Let's check there. Yep, we were 847. So there's no need to keep going. If you guys want, you can always go to, you know, your next round, 25 or 30, and then exfil, get yourself one last flawless crystal. But I play so much it doesn't necessarily matter, so I'm just gonna let the game end just like that. Again, just one more reminder, in that game we would have finished the 750 kills that we need. We finished the 50 kills with a stun monkey bomber decoys. We finished the 750 pack-a-punch kills. We finished the 15 kills while in ether shroud. We finished the 10 elites. We only need 10 on the secondaries, remember that. We finished the 10 kills rapidly. That'll happen super easy. And then, like I said, lastly, at level 30, you're gonna have your 20 kills consecutively without being hit 10 different times. So now if you finish that game and you haven't completed that, just go one more time, jump into a solo game on Firebase Z, and just play in the beginning room until you can get that one done. It's super easy. The zombies will be slower. Don't let any of them whack you in the back. You'll have an easy time getting it finished in the lower rounds. Don't let them get behind you. Always keep them in front of you. Don't get to 18 or 19 kills out of that 20 and then get thumped. Don't throw your controller through the window. Again, they'll be slow enough to where it doesn't matter, but if you need to, just get used to running up a little bit. Don't let them hit you. Hit the back pedal a little bit, skirt back if they're gonna swing at you. Don't get hit on accident. Sometimes the zombies will kind of do that thing where they punch you twice. They'll swing both of their arms. So just so that doesn't happen to you, just let the zombie kind of kill one, back up a little bit, go in and kill another one. Don't just run into the pile and keep going and going and going, because the zombie will swing both their arms at some point and whack you. Just wanted to show you guys something cool that you might not know as well. I went and bought the shotgun off the wall in there. If you guys start with a melee weapon and then you purchase a gun, or you know, get one in the box or anything like that, once you knife while you have that, it actually counts towards your melee weapon now. So I'm not knifing with the Bowie knife or anything like that. It's actually going to be your actual weapon, so kind of cool step. So we're in round 7 here, and we're coming up on 100 total kills. Now if you do the math there, we need 20 kills without being hit 10 times. So if we can just do 100 of those kills, that's 5 times in 2 games. We can get both of them done in those 2 games that we're playing. So if you can do that in the first game you play and the second, you only need to jump into one more game and play it around 7, and then you guys can finish that up. So super easy. So yeah, I hope that melee video was helpful for you guys. I know there's a lot of new information with the ammo mods coming out, so I wanted to clarify some things like that, as well as just show you get a Firebase Z strat, just because I haven't made one on the new map yet. With that being said, if there's anything else you guys want to see on zombies from me, let me know in the comments below. I'm definitely going to be starting the Dark Matter Ultra guides here soon. Just want to say a quick thank you for 48,000 subscribers. We hit that this morning as I was filming that while the servers were doo-doo. So sorry this video is going up a little late today. It took me a while to play because I wasn't able to this morning. And yeah, just not feeling too hot. I'm sure you can tell my energy's a little down, but just wanted to get the video out still for you guys and record something, because hey, a lot of you guys asked for the melee video and I hadn't made it yet, so I thought I could do that today for you. If this helped you out, leave a like on the video. Let me know in the comments what you guys want to see in the future. Thank you so much if you stayed up until this point. Have a kick-ass rest of your days, or sleep well whenever you're watching this. Peace out. We'll see you in the next one. Thank you guys.